Hello everybody, welcome in. My name is Liz. I'm one of the crafty queens. My daughter Alana is the other one. She, I think, is still sleeping. I haven't heard anything yet. So I just got done with some computer work and I have a project that won't leave me alone. Let's see. So I kind of want to get her done. I do have somebody here trimming shrubs. He was here yesterday all day. So I didn't do this project yesterday. So I'm really hoping that the dogs stay calm and he doesn't have to use the chainsaw as much. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm hoping for the best because I can't stop thinking about this. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull up comments here so I can see some things. As everybody where you're watching from. Oh my God. I'm gonna keep the extra one here. And I'm gonna throw those over there. Those need to go in our prize boxes. Okay. It is Wednesday already. I don't know how, but it is. Let's see. We're gonna use this today. We're gonna use Dollar Tree surface. Gonna make something cute. Let's see. I hear footsteps. I hear little footsteps. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. All right, so we're gonna use this. This is like a peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree, I think, is where I got this print. And then we're gonna use actually a Dollar Tree surface too. It has a thing sticking up here, so I'm gonna heat that up a little bit so that we can turn that off, or we can take that off. Let's see here. Good morning, baby. Mommy will be up in about an hour, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and get this on. Ooh, this ain't too strong. Hold on. Let's try this one.
Can I craft with you?
No, not today, baby girl. Okay. Here's that. Now, this, I don't know. I think it's a thin paper.
Can I come say hi?
Yes, honey. You guys got to keep the noise down because the dogs are in their cages since the shrub guy is back. And so we got to keep the noise down so that we don't scare the doggies, okay? All right, hold on one second, guys. She wants to say good morning. Okay, remember you have my t-shirt on, please.
Hi, guys.
This is Bedhead.
I lost a tooth yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Did the tooth fairy come or not yet?
Yeah.
She did already? That's got to be record time. How much did she leave you? $7,000?
No.
How much?
$2.
$2. Better than 1 penny, right? All right, baby girl. Watch out. Be careful. Don't bend over or nothing. Just go straight this way. Okay. Go get we're going to... Thank you, baby girl. Did you sleep good? Yeah. Go get your stuff ready, baby. If you and Colton want to go ahead and pack your lunches, again, you got to keep the noise down. You can't be hollering. The dogs will go crazy. And they're already gone crazy for 2 days in a row now. So if you want to get your lunches packed, we're going to go to the pool today, and it opens in a couple hours.
Do I have to go?
You don't have to go, baby. Only if you want to.
I'm staying early.
Okay, sweetie. All right, Lana. I'm live here. Love you. Bye.
Can you stay for all day?
I gotta look at the calendar, woman. All right. I am going to. I got that done. I need to put this on here.
Hi, guys.
Oh, they can't see you. You don't have no shirt on.
Hi, guys.
They're just waking up, y'all. So sorry. Listen.
Mommy. I never have a shirt on, basically.
If I ever want them to wake up, I know all I gotta do is press live, right? All right, love you, bye.
Mommy.
I'll be up in about an hour or so. Go ahead. Go get your crap
You're
ready for the
already
pool.
up.
Go get your stuff ready for the pool.
You're already up.
Quit mouthing. All right.
Mom.
Oh, I hope I have comments. I haven't seen one comment come in, you guys. I just realized that. Let me see here. Let me refresh. And I'm gonna get back in there. No, I don't. I don't think I see anybody's comments if you're commenting. There's only a couple people on, so maybe not. But I'm gonna put this peel and stick wallpaper on. Oh, I do see them. I'm so sorry. I do see them. I was getting worried there for a second. I have a girlfriend that she can't see no comments or nothing right now, so I freaked out. Freaked out. Thank you for saying good morning, Miss Jennifer. I hope you're having a good week, girl. All right, so we got the sticky off of that wallpaper. If I didn't say this, I'm sorry, y'all. The kids came down. It's all the kids' fault. And I put it on a Dollar Tree surface. And what am I doing now? I'm trying to find one of those itty bitty. Oh, here we go. This might work. I'm gonna use something like this. I also have this. Here it is. So I feel like I don't know. I think this will get down there good. So I'm just gonna kind of go around here and just go around because this is like a textured, edged board. That's what we're gonna call that. And then if I need to sand anything extra, I can. I'm just gonna try to go around here and get that off. Get that off. I'm gonna pull this a little closer. Y'all can still see. Oh, I had that upside down. Okay, I'm just getting as close as I can, and like I said, I can sand it. I have a hand sander that's really handy if I need it. It's all sticking to me. I'm gonna go through this. I got all my pictures taken. I was behind like probably 8 photos that I needed to take-ish. So I got all those taken. All right, and then I'm gonna see if I can just peel this. But I might need to heat it first. Lucky, lucky, look at that. As soon as I said it, then it went away. All right. Hey, I don't know if you heard me telling Alana, but the guy for the bushes is back. And I have the dogs put up so that they don't go as crazy today. But you can't be stomping around.
Okay. You
got to keep it quiet, keep it down, go find something quietly to do.
Whoa, now look.
Sexy.
This look?
He's got his shorts pulled up to his nipples, y'all.
Yep.
He's got the shorts to the nips.
Now I can say hi. Hi, gosh.
Y'all, I'm so sorry. This is what you get. You don't throw fit. That's what you're dealing with. Okay. So see there, I'm just kind of going around and taking it as close as I can. Okay. So that way we keep, because I liked this not smooth edge, rough looking edge. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. I can actually do the same thing right here. And then, do I gotta do it up here? I do. Pull this back. I'm gonna go ahead and get these edges done real quick because these are simpler. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can stick it to me. Okay, so then we're going to go over here and we're going to do the same thing, guys. Just going to do the same old thing. How many of you guys were here when we did the heart? Like, it's like a, I would call it like a rusty patina heart. That's what I would call it. Well, Miss Carol has that heart, and she would like a dragonfly, so we're going to attempt a similar look, but with the dragonfly. And I did that on a tile. I wanted to do this on something different with a better background. Okay. Hey! I'm pretty sure I asked you to keep the noise down for the doggies, didn't I? As she screams through the house, y'all. The first day of school is August 20th, and I used to complain that it was too early to go August 20th. Now I think it's not nice that they don't go on July 1st. I'm gonna say July 1st. If I was in charge, that'd be the start date. Okay. There's that. Let's see. And now we're gonna have a cute little background that was pretty simple. I mean, if you have a square, it would be really simple, but I decided to get an edge like this. So I made it a little bit more complicated, but it's still very easy. Oh my gosh. Colton and Alana. Quiet, please. I don't want the dogs being upset.
Yeah.
Please go find something quietly to do.
That's what I'm doing.
No, you're not. You're yelling.
I'm yelling.
And now I'm yelling. Oh, raising kids. Okay. So, I think I'm done fooling around with this here. Pretty much. And now, guys, I'm going to put this back before I hurt myself. But you could use something like this as well. I'm going to put those in the same little hole. And then now, guys, look. We got a cute little sweet little background that was made fairly simply. Alright. And then we are going to grab our dragonfly. Now, I tried this a bajillion times and I could not get it to be exactly equal on both sides, no matter what in the heck I did, right? So we've got half of a dragonfly and we're going to cut it. We folded our paper in half. We're going to cut it so that when we unfold it, kind of like a heart, right, then it will be one big old dragonfly. And I just looked on Google and got the basic shape. It doesn't have to be perfect with the way that we're going to do things. Okay. I'm going to go just a little bit bigger here. Trying to go slow. I'm just following that line. Okay. There we go. So we're coming along here. Looks crazy right now. We've got one more wing and then the rest of the little body to do. And with our purposes today, it does not have to be exact because we're going to build this up. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Like very narrow one. Okay, you could also, I didn't think about this till now because I don't have a printer that works, but you could also, you could print out a coloring page and just cut that out and use that as your template. Oh my goodness, here we go. I'm gonna throw some of this away, get it out of the way, and then we've got our pretty little dragonfly. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so now we've got a cute little dragonfly. Okay. Good morning, Liz, and how is work going? Good morning, Miss Tony. I work for Crafty Queens now, so it's going great, girl. It's going great. Okay, so let's see. That's a little big. It's a little big. We might have to make this a this way project, and we might have to take the hanger and move it. Because I love how big it is, and I don't want to shorten it at all. I think it's glorious this way. So I think I'm going to move it. We're going to be moving this hanger. Let me take it out so I don't confuse people. Okay, then we are going to move it. Oh, I had something on the back of that page. Hopefully it wasn't important. Oh, it looks like it was other dragonflies. All right, so then we're gonna have, this is gonna be a wider project, not a long, narrow project, okay? So I've got that. Let's see where we want it here. Okay, I think I kind of like that the best. Okay. Something like, I left my job. I left my job so I could focus on Crafty Queens. I left my job. They needed some extra help there for a little while, so I stayed for that. But once they didn't need me anymore, me and the owner talked, and after 10 years, you guys, I left. I left so that I could pursue this full time. Isn't that cool? All right, now listen here. I'm gonna trace this out. Nobody breathe. Don't move. Just gonna trace it out. And I really don't need to stress like this because it does not have to be perfect. We're gonna do our hot glue. I don't have any spackle, so this time, I think last time for the heart we used spackle when we did something similar. Since I do not have that, I will be using joint compound and praying for the best. I also do have some baking soda if we need it. Ooh. But Miss Carol's not feeling well, you guys. So make sure you pray for her. So I was praying for her, and then I was like, she really loves dragonflies. I was in her home. Thank you, Miss Tony. I was in her home, creeping on all her little projects. And I was like, oh, this girl loves her some dragonflies. And she said, you should do something like that. She has my heart that I made. She said, you should do something like that, but with a dragonfly. So by golly, we're gonna do it. Oh my goodness, don't move. And now we have a little paper template if we need it. You could put this in like a folder or an accordion file type thing and kind of keep it if you need a dragonfly for something else. Okay. So yes, Miss Tony, I'm working on getting a plan together so that when the kiddos go back to school, I can get like a live schedule in place. I'll be doing a couple mornings and a couple evenings each week, and we'll go from there. So right now it's just a lot of researching and inputting and all the stuff. That was a, I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna try not to ruin it, because like I said, it could be a template. That was a, here it is. This was a sticky, a peel and stick wallpaper from, excuse me, Dollar Tree, I think, is where I got that. Okay, so we've got our dragonfly outlined, okay? We're gonna put our piece of paper to the side, and now we are gonna take our hot glue tool. Is it on high? Let me check. Yep. And we are gonna start outlining our little sucker buster here, our dragonfly. And I'm trying to kind of build a wall. So I'm not trying to touch the surface. I'm trying to just stay above it. What is with this? Get your butt in there. There we go. And that way it does dry raised, if that makes sense. I'm gonna shake, but that's okay. And I'll hold this up once I get it on here. That way it has a little bit of a second to cool as I'm doing the rest of it. Because it's probably a little bit harder to see right now with the brick background. Okay. Ooh, breathe. Just going around that outline of our dragonfly with some hot glue. If I can see it, there we go. And because we did half of it and then opened it up and traced out, or cut it, I'm sorry, because we cut half of it and then opened our folded paper, it's equal on both sides. So it'll look proportionate and it'll look nice. Okay, let me give that like 1 second to cool. I'm gonna lift it up and show y'all. With all my glue strings, okay? So hopefully y'all can start to see it here. See that? Just hot glue, guys, just hot glue. All right, now we're gonna start over here where it's had a second to cool, and I'm gonna go around it one more time. Then we're gonna build it with some joint compound and possibly some baking soda. The first time when I did the heart, I did use spackle, but I do not have spackle and have not been able to find it at Dollar Tree for a long time now. So I actually need to tell my hubbies that whenever he sees it at Home Depot next time to grab me a thing of it. That's what I needs to do. So I'm just going right on top of where I traced before so that I'm kind of building a wall or like a holder almost to contain our joint compound. Whew. how Cody feel about this. Cody is the one that has been pushing this pretty heavily. So I think he's okay. My hesitation was for financial reasons. But I was working such little hours anyways that I wasn't making a ton of financials there toward the end. So we figured that'd be a good time. The company I was working for was getting into a new system, so we figured that'd be a good time now that they are in and things are kind of settled from that. I'm gonna sneeze. Tony, I shut down the booth about a month or two ago, right before I started having all this extra time. And right now the kids are out of school, so I say extra time, but it probably won't feel like that until they go back, because I'm doing like summery things with them right now. But I shut it down because I didn't have time to craft, and I wasn't keeping it as full as it needed to be. And then now I have time, so you know, life is funny like that. Thank you, Tony, I appreciate that. You know what though, everything happens for a reason, right? Maybe maybe I'll be back there one day. Maybe something better or something different will come along, and I have something else to learn somewhere else. I don't know. Okay, so we've got 2 layers of hot glue on here, okay, to outline our doodad. I did forget the antenna, so let me see here. I wasn't gonna do antennas, but I think I can. Something like that. Start here. I'm just gonna take a softer brush, like a makeup brush. I don't know if this is actually a makeup brush, but it's a softer brush. I'm just gonna try to get some of those hot glue strings out of there. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go over this one more time. Okay. I'm going to let that cool. And now we've got the antennas on there. I didn't think about those until now. I wasn't going to do them when I drew it, but then I think they do need it. Okay. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to take maybe a plate and I'm going to take some joint compound, right? Yes, joint compound. This is what I have, so this is what I'm using. If you do have spackle, I know for sure that works. We're going to try this today and pray for the best. Okay, I'm going to take some spackle. I think I am, because I am going for some joint compound. I'm going for the spackle textured look. I might take some of this right off the bat here. It's called baking soda. Sorry for the noise, y'all. And I might go ahead and just mix some of that in now and see what we get. We're just looking for some sort of something textured and thick that will go where we want it to go and add some prettiness to our dragonfly. little bit more. Thank you so much, Miss Tony. I appreciate that. I tried to this morning and I couldn't get it to sprinkle out to our group. So it was like too low and I couldn't see it to click on it. So might have just been, hopefully that's just a today thing and it'll be fixed by tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. Still pretty smooth. So we shall see, but I'm gonna go with something like that. Okay, we're gonna get this over here. I started on this side, whoops. So I will probably start on this side to do it just in case that has anything left to cool over there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in our little head and our little body. And our hot glue is going to be kind of our wall to hold all this together, to keep its shape. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna come back to that and we'll shape it a little bit more, but I'm just starting to fill in where we have our hot glue with this here. Hello, Mel, how are you, girl? So we're gonna just keep trucking and I'm gonna fill in the wings this way. We already did the head and body and we're gonna leave the antenna alone and we'll probably do some metallic paint or rub and buff or paint, something later on those. Can you guys hear my stomach? I wasn't hungry at all until I went live. Now my stomach's like, yo girl, we've been up for like 7 years. What time do y'all wake up? Local time. I wake up, well, I set my alarm for 6:30 Eastern. And today I was slacking. I've been slacking. It's been hard for me to get up, so I hit snooze. But I'm gonna try to quit doing that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a wipe and like the end of a paintbrush while this joint compound is not cured, and I'm just going to clean out between here where I got a little bit extra by accident. That way we can keep our shape. I set my alarm for 8:30. I always set it for 6:30. There was one point in time I was getting up for work at like 5, and then my body got used to that and it was trying to get up at 5 even when I was off work. And I was tired by like 7 o'clock at night. So I try to do 6:30 because it's still early, but not super early to where I'm exhausted and I can't with the kids after like 6. So that helps. That do help. Okay. I don't know yet how exactly I want all this to be textured and shaped, but we're just getting it in there for now, so I can leave that alone for a minute. I do have a little bit more right here. Okay, so see there, trying not to get it anywhere else. Just starting to fill that in. I'm gonna do these 2 wings here, and then we'll take a peek. And do the same thing to this one. Then we're going to look at this and see what we still need to add here. I need to build this up a little bit right here. See how that hot glue, once it cools, it just kind of acts like a little container to help keep your shape for you while you're working there. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to clear out as much of this as I can in between, and then we'll use our wipe again. We got this to get off. Okay. Let's see here. I am going to use this to get in between here and just clean up any that we accidentally put. Okay. And then I'm going to do it again over or under, I guess, these wings here. Okay, we got our shape kept wherever we need it. Let's see. Okay. Okay guys, this is what we got right now. I'm gonna look at the texture real quick, but at least we got it filled in, right? I'm gonna take this soft brush now that these should be good and cooled. I'm gonna get out any glue strings there. And I'm trying to keep heat off of it for a second while we figure out how we want all this to go. Okay. I think I like that there, and then they kind of have an abdomen, and they sort of have a like a head shape. Okay, I'm gonna kind of swipe this like that. That way I sort of have my little head shape. Good morning, Georgette. How are you, girl? How long will that take to dry? Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I think when we did the heart, it took probably a few minutes. But that was speckle. This is joint, so I haven't done this yet. Okay. Okay, all right, okay. Ew. Let's see. Okay, now I'm just gonna clean up here. Okay. I'm trying to make this more textured down here. We need to fill that in a little bit. There we go. Okay, guys, I think I like this. This needs a little more here. Okay, so I think I like this, just like this. So we've got something like so. Let's see, did I miss anybody or anything? I don't think so. I think I'm doing good. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and throw some of this. See how the bottom and top here are good in texture, but the sides aren't? We're gonna definitely put some on the sides here. Oop. And apparently right there. And I'm getting it kind of thick in some areas and not so thick in others. And then I'm gonna lean this off of my turntable here so that I can get it up on this. Okay, so just big chunks and little chunks everywhere. I'm gonna do the same thing on this end, and then I'll hold it up for you. It'll just add us some texture. Put a big glob there. And sort of tie it in, I think. Okay, so we still got some joint compound that we can use if we need it for anything. I'm gonna set that over there. And before I do anything, I just globbed it on there, see there? And then we're going to take our palette knife and pull this way. And you can do it, if you leave it like this, it'll be cute too, but you can do that and add a little bit more, and you can do it as many times as you want. And it's just gonna make it more and more textured each time. So pretty. Hello. Thank you, G. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mary Beth. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna do this here. I'm gonna go ahead and go around the whole thing now that I explained it, and then I'm gonna clean up the sides in a second here. Okay. Hold on, it's a little too nice for me. There we go. This end here. This seems to be the best way to do it. I like this look best. Whatever you like, you do it. Okay, then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna keep it thick down there a little bit. Okay. Now let's clean up our edge. Oh wait, I didn't pat this down yet, really. Okay. There. Trying to put no pressure. So like when you do this, there's pressure, but then when you slide across it, I'm trying to put no pressure. Okay, now let's go ahead and clean up the sides. Of course, I picked a jagged board with crazy sides. Did I get it all? Nope. Did not get none of this. Hold on. Okay. I think that's pretty cleaned up. And that's done. You just slap it around a little bit and then you drag it down gently. Okay. We gotta get our mom attitude out somewhere, right? Good morning, good morning, Andrea. Perfect timing. I need to get a new one of those. I'm gonna leave this alone for a second. And I'm gonna try to pick this up someplace y'all can see it. All right, so let's say good morning, my friend. Hello, Miss Gina, how are you? You know what I'm talking about, G. You raised children. You know you had attitude during the summertime. So like a backsplash. Probably because this is a peel and stick wallpaper tile. That would go there. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this on high real quick because this part is pretty thick. And we're gonna do the center first. Maybe a little. I'm not going to try to remelt the hot glue though. So I need to make sure I stay up off of it a little bit because I'm just trying to get this firm enough to where we can dab some paint on it. You do know your construction material. Their tiles are actually really pretty, all of them. All right. I'm gonna let the middle part here, like I said, it's thicker. I'm gonna let that kind of cool and see where it's at in a minute. We're gonna start by doing this her. And we're gonna use some, we're gonna try to make it look like rust because that's what the bricks look like to me. Where am I at? Here we are. So we're gonna try to use some of these. Excuse me. And some red. So I'm using brown and like a deep red. It's called Tuscan red. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some orange out. I used to have a orange spray. I don't know if I used it all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some orange out. And some teal. We can make it look like rusty patina. Hello, Susan. Good morning, girl. How are you? All right, let's start. Yep. You know, let's start there. I feel like first I need to start with something like this. So we're gonna make sure that it's fully covered first. Ish. We're gonna pounce it. That's what we're gonna do. But I'm trying to get all the white to go, and it might take some of our sprays and stuff to get that white out of there. So I'll just do as much as I can. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. It's gonna look really bad before it gets better, so no judging. Okay. Once I get this first part on here, do a little bit more texture. I need a lot more brown. I sure will. gonna keep trucking. Trying to let all the blunt like this right here go as I don't let it go. Get a little bit more brown. And I'm not pushing down real hard because I do want to keep my texture. I don't want to, if the joint compound isn't all the way dry, I really am not trying to smash it. Okay. So anywhere I put that joint compound, I'm just going over top with brown, trying to get it pretty covered so we have less work in a minute. But I'm not pushing hard or freaking out because there's so many cracks and crevices. We'd be here all day and we still wouldn't get it perfect. Okay. And right here. And see, we can still see our brick peeking out. Our brick peeking out. Okay. Okay. Let's give that a dry. And remember, it's gonna look crazy before it starts looking good. That's if it starts looking good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn it on high again, because we're also trying to get that joint compound to harden. I don't see any more shiny paint. I'm going to use the same brush. No, I'm not. I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to get a little bit of red, the Tuscan red, the dark red. And I'm going to get a little bit of that orange. And I'm going to kind of start putting that on here. This might have to be a two-parter, y'all. Might have to be a two-parter. I'm just using that red and orange. I don't really care for. gonna ignore the, I'm not gonna ignore it, but I'm gonna erase the, on the hot glue here, the paint. We're gonna do something different for the antenna, so I'm gonna keep the paint off that. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can because this is kind of shiny. Yeah, I can. So if you get it somewhere on one of these tiles where you don't really need it, you can like wipe it back because it's kind of shiny. Ooh, and it just adds to the aged look. It just adds to it. Like I'll go around, now that I know, I'll go around the edges of that in a second. Okay. And then, let's see. I don't know if I missed the celery like that. Just gonna clean this up before we dry it. Kind of smudging that brown and it's making it look aged. I like that. Not trying to press too hard on the actual joint compound because I don't want it to come off. Like that. I don't want it to come off like that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Trying to make it to where some of our brick shows through because I think that's really pretty. Okay, now let's do a little bit of orange. I had a little bit of orange with that red, but a little bit more, and I'm gonna use the same brush, I think. Not like this, but smaller. Maybe this. Let's try something like this. We'll perfect our little rusting technique here, and then we'll get it on our guy. And then he has one, he's gonna have a little bit of a different texture. So I'm gonna add sand, I think, to him. Okay, it's kind of starting to come along here. Looking like a rusty, crusty mess. Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock, y'all. This is gonna have to definitely be a two-parter. We have storms rolling in later. We have got a dude here that wants to use his chainsaw for 5 hours. He really does. So see how it's just starting to kind of layer and add some pretty depth there. Thank you, Miss Susan. We're gonna need some more. Trying to touch the texture with this so it doesn't look perfect, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna get, hello honey. How's work? Miss Tony was checking on you. She's like, is your husband okay with you leaving your job, ma'am? I told her it was all your fault. I told her it was all you, babe. Okay. Take a Q-tip, that would be kind of softer. Might work. Okay. Now that we got some orange here and there. Bye, bye, honey. Have a good day. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it more orangey in some areas, not all of them. Ooh, it's pretty orangey. It's a pretty orangey girl. Okay, I'm trying to think of where we're going to be placing other things. So I think this is good enough for now-ish. Let me blend it all. Probably blend with this. Okay. Guys, we're starting to get somewhere. Good day, Cody. Thank you guys for saying hi to him. We're starting to get somewhere. Aw, thank you, Miss G. I appreciate that. All right, guys, so here's the plan, okay? So we still have a few things we got to add. This guy's getting a little bit of a pop, so he'll have some probably sand with a lot of these colors, but then he's going to have teal as well. He's going to be patinaed. Are you with me? And then out here on the edges, we'll see if we can cover up this white any better. If not, it's okay, because look, there's like sandstone color within our brick too. Let me take this while I'm talking, yakking away. And then we're gonna add some instant coffee and Mod Podge and cinnamon, not over top of all this because we don't want to cover up everything we just did, but just in a few places to give it that real crusty textured goodness that we need. That needs to come off there. There we go. So like I said, I might be back on today if I get the time, when we get back and settled, and if things are not very chainsaw-y at my house, then I might come back on today. But if not, we'll be back as soon as we can to finish it up. And I'm just kind of trying to smudge or even clear out some of the places that I made that I don't need anymore. Or where it got a little too perfect looking, like lines. We don't want no lines. We want this all to look like natural rust. Bricks have that sometimes. That's right. Daggum it. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. It'll be good because this will get even harder and it'll be easier to work with on live. So it's coming along. We got a few things left to do, and then this project will be this way, not this way, but you could do it that way if you used a smaller item or object or whatnot. But I'm gonna go and herd some cats, and I will be back to finish this as soon as I can, okay? I hope you guys have a good Wednesday, and we'll be back as soon as we can. We'll see you later. Bye.